Hello out there, and I know that God has been good to you, and He sure has been good to me. I just want to talk to you today about purpose. There's a need for you to understand that you're not on this earth for no reason. There's a reason why you are here, and you need to ask yourself that question so that your life will not be one that is just existing. You will become someone who is making impact upon the earth. A lot of people wake up not knowing who they are, what they are, and where they're supposed to be. But you see, there's a reason why we are on this earth. And just like everything has a purpose, the pen you have on your hands, or the phone you have on your hand, every single thing you have around us, including mosquitoes, one way or the other, of everything has purpose upon the earth. And that's what the Bible is speaking in Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. God was speaking to Jeremiah, and He said to Jeremiah, He said, before you were formed, I know you. I knew you. And I'm saying that to you, before you were born, God has predestined you for something. And as long as you do not know why God has created you, you will not be able to make sense. The world will not be able to respond to who you truly are. So you need to understand purpose. You need to understand what, who, and why you are here, right? And to understand this is also not just to find out what you do best, because knowing what you do best, it doesn't just stop there. Knowing what inspires you, knowing what your passion is not necessarily purpose. You can have passion to sing, you can have passion to dance, you can have passion to jump, but that does not truly define what purpose is. Purpose is truly understanding what the big picture is. I will give you an example. I love to cook, and I really love to cook when I have the time to cook. One of the things I love to cook is jollof rice. If you taste my jollof rice, it's amazing. All right, but then in cooking jollof rice, you have the salt, you have all your spices, and you have all of that. Now imagine you watching me right now, salt or pepper, and you have passion. You see, salt has passion to give taste, but just taking salt alone will drive you crazy. Pepper also has passion. For those of you who like, to all my Yoruba brothers, pepper has passion, but taking pepper alone and so much of it will give you a whole lot of terrible experience. Now imagine you are salt or pepper, and you dominate the whole soup, you dominate the whole pot. What will happen? The purpose for that meal is defeated. What does this mean? It means that purpose doesn't just have to do with your passion. It has to do with you being fixed into a very big puzzle. There's a very big puzzle. There's a missing piece upon the earth, and you need to fit in. The moment you begin to meet needs, the moment you begin to see transformation in a bigger system, then you begin to fulfill purpose. In other words, purpose is not just about you. Is about us. And that's why you need to understand it, because it's not just about you being a success. It's about us being a success. If you fail, we also fail. And that's why you got to understand your purpose, because your family is waiting for you. The people in your community is waiting for you. Everyone is waiting for you. And that's why God said to Jeremiah, He says, before you came into this world, I, God, knew you. I had a purpose for you. I had a purpose for you. I had a plan for you. And if you understand it, then you take charge of your environment. You begin to see lives being changed. So for example, you have the passion. You have the passion to sing, for example. You have a strong passion to sing. Now, that passion would have to be fitted into a big picture. What is your singing for? What is your dancing for? What is it going to accomplish in this big pot of soup that we call the earth? And this is why you have to understand your purpose, because there is an Amina, there is a Mary out there, there is a John out there who is waiting for you to manifest. And that's what the Bible says, for the earnest, the eager expectation of creation is waiting for your manifestation. So your manifestation is not just about a you, your manifestation is about us. Manifest, awake, and find out what your purpose is. Thank you for following today. We continue on purpose next week.
Kingdom Cultured School, culturing sons to become fathers and fathers to culture nations.